Something big is happening in British Columbia and nobody seems to be talking about it. People are not just moving within the province, they are absolutely packing their bags and leaving for good. Most of them going to other provinces to find greener pastures, and others opting to leave the country completely. And the reasons being simple: housing prices that are crushing the wallet, taxes that keep going up, and opportunities that keep shrinking. Today, I'm going to cover why BC is facing the biggest population outflow in a decade, and what does this mean for our community, our economy, and our future. My name is Roshan Victor. I'm a local realtor here in the Fraser Valley, and I help families just like yourself make the right decision when it comes to real estate. My clients describe me as honest, patient, and thorough. I take the time to explain to you every step and give you all the information so that you can make an informed decision for your family. If you're looking for real estate insights and local updates, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon, and let's navigate this market together. Over the last year, we have lost approximately around 70,000 people to other provinces. Just from January this year to March of 2025, we have lost approximately 14,500 people to other provinces. Majority of them choosing Calgary and Alberta over other provinces. We did have an inflow of 12,900 people into the province, so we are still at a net negative when we talk about population. Now, an interesting fact on top of it: approximately 5,500 people have left Canada from British Columbia altogether. They have emigrated out of this country, and that's just in Q1 of 2025. Now let's break down the core reasons of why people are leaving British Columbia. Number one on the list is housing affordability. The median home price in the Fraser Valley for a detached home is approximately around $1.5 million. For a townhouse is around 900,000, and for a one bedroom condo is around the 550, and a two bedroom is around the 670. Although these prices are considerably lower as compared to the peak of the market, in comparison to other provinces, what your money could get you, we are far behind. In Alberta, you would get a decent detached home for approximately $700,000, whereas out here, that would only fetch you a two-bedroom condo. The second reason for why people are moving out of the province is cost of living. Groceries, utilities, insurance, and fuel. All of these have risen sharply in British Columbia. Did you know we are one of the most expensive cities to live in the world? The third reason, taxes. From property taxes to carbon taxes to everything in between, we are taxed highest in Canada. The fourth reason why people are moving out of the province is job opportunities. If you're an entrepreneur or a business owner who's trying to set up shop in British Columbia, this current government has made it very difficult for you to survive. With the taxes, with the bureaucracy, it is extremely difficult. And the fifth most important thing is the quality of life. Yes, we have one of the best weathers when it comes to temperature, and the area is scenic. However, when we talk about public transport, population density in certain areas, it is not the best city to live in anymore, simply because to get from point A to point B, it takes a lot longer. If you're anywhere outside the core downtown area, you need a car, or you're going to spend hours in transit. Now, let's talk about what happens when all of this fusions and so many people are leaving our province. How is all of this going to impact us in our daily lives? The first thing which we are going to see in the market is labor shortages. We are seeing a lot of young professionals opting to leave the province. So, over time, we are going to have a labor shortage, which means businesses are going to have difficulties growing and scaling faster. Also, when we talk about public sector and government sector jobs, those will be impacted as well, and we will have longer wait times for the same services that we need. The second is going to be the housing market pressure. If a lot of young professionals and settled families are leaving the province, we are going to have a lot more inventory, lesser demand, and that is going to put further downward pressure on the pricing over time. That also means it's going to erode the equities that a lot of people have built over time in their home, that means people are going to be forced to work longer than retire and settle. The fourth issue which we are going to face is the tax revenue decline. Now, eh, the way the government works is by collecting taxes from us. If there are lesser residents in British Columbia, that means the tax burden falls on the remaining people who are here. So you could expect taxes to further go up. And this is a self fulfilling prophecy that people are going to leave because the taxes are higher, the quality of life is not there, which will put more pressure on the current people who are there in the province. That means they are going to be taxed higher, and that means they are going to decide to leave the province faster. So it is going to be a revolving door. So that may be coming up. And this is an exponential exodus. So it will start slow and it may scale up pretty quick. So, all in all, this may be the start of something massive which could spiral out of control. If this exodus continues, we can expect a slower GDP and slower economy. We can expect housing prices to be lower due to oversupply. We can expect taxes to go up in the near future. With the current business environment created by the by the local government, well, that is a recipe for disaster for you and me who are choosing to live in this province. So, this is not just a story about a couple of thousand people leaving British Columbia. This is a story about communities and families that can be impacted if this cycle continues. And we are seeing this cycle continuing as a lot of people at this point are considering moving out of the country. I myself have consulted with approximately 19 families who are planning their exit out of British Columbia. A couple of them going to provinces like Ontario, one to Halifax and one to Calgary. But majority of these other people who are IT professionals, who are entrepreneurs, are taking their business elsewhere. One of the hot destinations being Dubai because of the zero tax structure and the facilities and amenities that come along with it. Few have also opted to go to the US. I've had three families over the last 2 months move to the US. Although there are issues between US and Canada, that US is still a viable option for a lot of people. So, what do you think? Will you be leaving British Columbia? Drop your thoughts in the comment box below. And if you found this video informative, click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and I'll keep you posted on everything that is going on in the real estate market in the Fraser Valley and anything else that impacts we British Columbians. Thank you and see you soon.